Ladies and gentlemen, the low budgets. And here we are, Tommy, once again on a Night of Destruction. Night of Destruction number 2 for season 4 of the low budgets 2016 in full swing. This one happening on March.
This is the one that I'm able to participate for the first time this year.
Welcome.
I'm a Night of Destruction behind, but I feel like I can make it up in some way tonight.
Tommy, it's another big lineup for us. As usual, we're attempting to run every race that's happening during this Night of Destruction. That's going to be on the 3rd mile.
Yeah.
That's going to involve destruction cars. In this race, the first thing we're going to be doing on this night, the Enduro. And Tommy, we have more than 30 cars, I believe 31 cars getting ready to go for this Enduro. What do we have expectations for?
Well, 31 cars is not a big surprise in the Enduros, Jeffrey. We've done Enduro racing for a while now. What to expect? The usual. Look out for carnage while we're starting on the back.
Yeah.
Look out for the knuckleheads that are trying to race their way through. Give room to the leaders when needed. And, you know, if anybody bumps you, tear them up.
Now, we have some really last-minute things about to happen for this Enduro as we get ready to go. Obviously, cameras have been set up. We've been getting the whole night ready to go. But one of the competitors that will be driving for Team Low Budget here tonight is literally just pulling into the track as we speak.
Yeah.
It's Matt and his girlfriend who are going to be in this Enduro.
Panama Matt literally picking up his girlfriend from the airport at earlier, what, an hour or two before?
Just before.
Dealing with traffic to get downtown LA to Irwindale, California. And he's gonna make it barely. But we had little problems. I'm sorry.
Now you're jumping ahead.
I did. So Matt's gonna have to work his way through traffic.
Yeah.
Hopefully he can make it. He warned us, if I don't make it there in time, start the race without me, we'll make it out there if we can.
Yeah, so he's not gonna have a transponder or anything. We'll just see what ends up happening with his car. But Matt and Steph gonna take to the track. Also, she's coming back and she must be brave to do it. Sarah's gonna be riding with me once again.
Definitely, and I was surprised. You had to do a lot of work on that. I was surprised she said yes after my issue and the race before when she was with you.
She knew that she was going to end up in a wreck because it's happened every race she's done so far. So she'll be back with me. Tommy, what car are you going to be driving here tonight?
I'm going to be driving an old car that has shown a lot of tricks. Fun enough, by Panama Matt. So we set aside a car for him to drive. It's actually a car that I'm planning on running later. But I said, you know what, this car is fresher than the one I'm going to drive. I am gonna tear up Matt's car that is all bashed in from an auto soccer event. Let me give him something a little bit more comfortable for Stephanie and himself. So I'm gonna be driving, what was it?
Sweetie Belle.
Sweetie Belle.
Yep.
The prettiest bent car we've ever had.
Yep, so I'll be taking out Rainbow Dash 3.0 for her next voyage that we're gonna see here. And obviously we had some overheating issues and whatnot that we had to keep an eye on.
What we did was, you saw us patching up the radiator hole.
Yeah.
Not a hole, but it was a separation from the plastic part of the radiator and the metal piece below it. So that's the radiator tank. What it's probably gonna do is leak. Hopefully it doesn't. We added that water putty in the past. It's helped solve problems.
Yep.
So fingers crossed going into this one.
So we'll see. And then Shayla's gonna be on track.
Yep.
And I believe she has James in her car tonight.
I believe so. James is going to be jumping in. James is a trusting fellow too. So with Shayla and James, they get to split the ride. Who knows how that's going to end up?
It should be fun to watch as we get ready, Tommy. The shortest of Enduros on this night because it's not going to be split up into halves. It will be 115 lap main event.
Which is going to be a sprint, which is different, and different is exciting.
So we get ready to go. Night of Destruction number 2 starts now with the Enduro.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yes.
Go.
Thank
Go.
you. I'm going.
Wait. No, hurry up.
Go. Gotta put on my head condom.
I have no such head condom. I'm gonna fall backwards out of the door.
It doesn't open?
Nope, it's chained.
Gotcha. get to the race?
Sure. Since you already started. Okay.
You as well.
Ah! God damn it.
Awesome. My head rubs against the top of the car.
Mine does too. It's not hitting anything.
So,
Smell that gas.
oh yeah.
Locked and loaded.
And just remember, your little hook is right here.
Yeah, I tried that the last time. It didn't work.
Gotcha.
Nothing like being on time.
Yep.
There we go.
Oh no! You need help? Ready? 5 laps of racing, here we go.
Alright, we're a typical, like, 15 laps late to a 15 lap Enduro. What I'm doing, my Enduro car battery wouldn't start. It was dead. So what I'm gonna do is just drive my derby car out onto the Enduro course.
good race. That was the best race I've ever had. Hey, we finished first. That was low budget. My car's overheating already. That was the longest race.
What happened there?
I ran for 3 laps and I overheated.
Yikes. What happened there?
I ran for 3 laps and I overheated.
Yikes. So what did you think? Did you have fun?
Yeah.
You can do it again?
Yeah.
You driving next time?
Maybe.
Maybe. What maybe?
Well, we're good.
Hey, we planned that timing beautiful.
Oh, we're good. I mean, we started the
The
race.
problem is they didn't know what time we were going to start.
Yeah.
They jumped the gun.
We're on our own time here. Ladies and gentlemen, the low budgets are quite low budget. You saw it here in this event, Tommy. A little bit of explanation here.
Yeah, please, because that was a struggle to get on track.
So essentially, as we've explained in the past, as far as on my end of things, Tommy and I run autograph session here at Irwindale Speedway. It goes from 5:45 to 6:30. Green flag flies at 7 o'clock. That gives us 30 minutes from the time we're done working on Mike here to the 30-minute gap before racing begins.
Now, on a normal night of racing, not Night of Destruction, we get everything done in pretty much most of that time if we're taking our time. But being that we've got cameras to set up after autograph session, plus more cameras when we get in the pits, that didn't help, plus the extra delays that we had as well.
Yep. So, as we saw getting ready to go here, one of the issues that we had is as we started setting up all the cameras, timing didn't seem to be like we were way off. I was setting everything up. Sarah joined me. But Tommy, I got back to the pit area and I'm like, man, I have no time right now.
No, not
For
at all.
some reason, there's no time.
We knew we were in trouble when we got to the pits.
Yeah.
Now, what happened to my car? I'll start off with mine.
Yeah.
I was ready to rock and roll, except for my car had a bad battery in it. I spent the time charging it. I had the car running for a little while, and I made the fatal mistake of shutting it off. What happened was, well, I didn't even know. If I would have left it running, it would have ran out of gas. I made the fatal mistake of not having the jumper box nearby to jump my car. So once I got in my car, positioned myself, turned the key, dead to the world. And I knew I had 2 options. Run and get the jumper box to try to get whatever laps I can, or run to my derby car I was going to run that night and jump in it. Obviously, I jumped in the derby car, got to the staging, realized we're way late. What happened to you?
Well, for me, like I said, we're setting up all the cameras, but there's more cameras to set up once we're done on track. We have all the onboard cameras, we have all the in-car cameras, and I realized I still needed to have these all separated out. And it's not so much that we just sat around all day and waited, it's just that there's all these little things we have to do during the day, and we realized, oh, that was something that needed to be done. So that was something that I put priority into these cameras, making sure everything's running, because once we hit the track, if we don't have cameras running, I feel like, well,
we're letting you miss
we're
out.
letting you guys down. So that's what I was doing. I was running around slapping cameras on Shayla's car, and she drove off. I slapped cameras on Matt's car. They drove off. I think they were a few laps late. And then I went to, and by the way, I'm doing this without a driver's seat on. I still have to get dressed. And at this point, the green flag's already out. So Sarah, she hops in the car. I put the cameras on. I throw cameras on your car, and we get going. And luckily, you know, you eventually made it out on the track. Tommy,
I was running.
You were holding the GoPro.
Yeah, I had no choice. The car wasn't ready yet. It still needed other stuff to be put on the GoPro clips and everything else.
We made it out with about 3 laps to go in this race. It's goofy, it's funny, but at the same time, Tommy, it's not that big of a deal in the essence of it happens. And we needed that race to have the rest of the night get lined up.
Definitely. And so with that, we burned a lot of time on that race. Like you said, though, we were ready to rock and roll after that race with a break. We had a regular NASCAR night event happen, so that's when you were able to smooth out all the other issues that you had to scramble on. So once that happened, we knew that set the tone for the cameras and everything else to be completed and ready to go.
Yep. And
so it was, as much as that break sucked, you can hear the disappointment in our voices that we only ran 3 laps, but that was a needed scenario.
yeah, so I mean, we did have some cars cross the line. I think Shayla finished 25th.
Yeah, Shayla finished 25th. Shayla and James 25th. You finished 28th. Matt and I
Three laps.
finished dead last, unofficially, because
You didn't have a
we-
transponder.
Yeah.
Neither of them.
My
did.
transponder was sitting in the car that was in the pits. They showed up way too late for one.
Yeah. So, and plus, since you didn't have the transponder, nobody upstairs was realizing you pulled onto the track at that point either.
They saw the 96, and I'm sure they knew who it was.
And they flipped
but
you
they-
off and said, "Get off."
Yeah.
So that's a wrap up on the Enduro. But folks, now things are in line. Moving forward during this night of destruction, I think we got things ready to go.
I hope so.
Next up is 4-tire figure eights.